Hey guys, I'm here with Cory, and we are talking Smackdown versus Raw 2011. We just got to see some amazing new things. Let's give a little overview of, I don't know, some of the new features, starting with the dynamic physics and just how, this is your moment.
Yeah, this is your moment. That's our tagline, and really we want gamers to be able to create their cool moments in the game. That's what it's all about. The game is fun, and you mentioned dynamic physics. We added this new system into our engine, and what that does is it creates this whole level of unpredictability, of realism, and really just crazy moments. I mean, you can put guys through tables, and the tables break in different ways. There's different ways to put them through the tables. There's always cool moves you can do off the ladder. It's really what the fans want. These crazy moments that you see on WWE television, I want to recreate them in the game. And so dynamic physics allows that level of craziness, unpredictability, realism to emerge in the game.
Well, that's one of the things that I think that you were touching on, is that you really listened to the fans this time. You were in forums, you listened to what they want. The next thing that you kind of touched on was Hell in the Cell, and how they really got to get what they wanted this time around. So tell us the differences that we have in this game.
You impressed me. You were listening.
I'm a good listener.
Hell in a Cell, yeah, actually, we were really disappointed in that match in the past games, and we just weren't happy with it. And so the fans, there's no hiding it. They're going to tell us flat out that, hey, it's a disappointment. So we went ahead and totally revamped it. Before, the cell was really claustrophobic. It wasn't really authentic. It wasn't representative of what you see on WWE television. So we wanted to make sure that we recreate it and it's authentic as possible. So we made this really big, cool cell, a lot of cool new moves that you can do. You can grab weapons down the match, which we didn't support in the past, unfortunately. But now it's in there.
Yeah.
And so it's a popular match. Fans are going to love it. They're going to be excited that we address their feedback, and they're going to be able to play this great match in this year's game.
Well, a couple of the wrestlers I was talking with, that was one of their favorite things, was grabbing the weapons. Mostly things and just smashing them over their heads. Chairs was one of the...
To be honest, that's the best part of the game. It's so much fun to do that. It's satisfying to take a chair and smash over a guy's head. I mean, it's just a lot of fun in that, and especially with the tables. It's cool to see how tables break differently each time. So, yeah, I don't blame them. That's a fun part of the game.
Let's talk a little bit about the WWE Universe and kind of the improvements of the console and the way that people can kind of maneuver through there, and you can turn it on, turn it off kind of when you want and when you don't want to.
Yeah, the Universe is really a dynamic WWE calendar that has all the great shows that the fans love, and we dynamically generate matches for you to play. And so you can hop on your favorite show, Raw, and we'll have matches for you to play. And guess what? You can simulate those matches just like in a career mode experience. Or if you're like, you know what, I don't like this match that the computer generated for me, I'm going to create my own. So full customization's in there as well. And what that's all about is just experiencing the WWE and be able to play these matches, and really in a non-intrusive way, as well as a way that the game reacts to the way you play. And so it recognizes, hey, you played with this guy, you played with this guy, we're going to set up a feud since you played that guy. And not only that, the next time you play this guy, since you have a feud, this guy's going to run out and attack him. Yeah. So the game completely changes based on how you play, and that's really something that's going to create a different experience each time you hop in the game, and one that's representative of what you see on WWE programming. So we're excited to introduce that.
Now, another cool feature I saw was that you could hang out backstage and cruise around and interact with almost everything that's going on back there. Talk about why you kind of put that in this time around, and the key points that users and fans would be really interested in that.
Yeah, absolutely. In the past story modes that we had, it was kind of a loading to a cutscene to a loading to a match, and that's not really the WWE. That's not a cool experience. Yeah. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to have this backstage roaming environment. So it feels like you're in a living WWE world. And so you go in there, you can interact with superstars, it progresses the story, you can get into impromptu battles, you can push one of the superstars, and all of a sudden you get into a little backstage brawl. There's mini games in there, and really there's a story going on, and you don't have to be a part of it. You can walk up to Randy Orton, and he might be cutting a promo on a totally different superstar, but you feel like, hey, I'm a part of this WWE world, I'm a part of what's going on here. And so adding that whole dynamic has been key to really keeping the story fresh, immerse you deeper into it, and so we think fans are totally going to love this year's story mode.
And just when you think fans that's enough to begin with, there's even more. And there's a new feature. You started, I think, you the front, the top, and now we've got the corner.
That's right.
Let's talk about that feature and how the fans and the players can use this.
Right. So you can create your own finisher, and that was a popular feature we introduced a couple years ago. And we added this new position, which is a really devastating position because it's off the top of the corner. And so you can do a lot of these cool lifting moves where you can do 360 spins, and you can grab the guy and slam him down. So a lot of cool moves like that, and it's got over 500 animations, so really a lot of options in there to create your move. And a move's extension of your personality for the characters you're creating. We want you to express it not only in the look of the guys, but also how they play in the ring. So that's been important to us.
Well, and what's so great is you can pick your own name, and then if you don't like the names that you guys have supplied, you can create your own, right?
That's right. Total customization, that's what our game is all about. I've been saying it quite a bit, but this game's been dedicated to the fans. We want the fans to really just have total control over their experience. We just want to set up these cool moments for them and have them play those out and enjoy them.
Now, there's kind of one, big secret. A really awesome legend gets to be a part of the game. Can you talk to us how you guys decided to use Bret Hart and kind of how his character is going to be used in the game?
Yeah, Bret Hart, we're excited to have him in there. I mean, he's a legend. He's fantastic. He's on WWE programming now. He's in a big match in SummerSlam against Nexus, so we're excited to have him in the game. He'll actually be an exclusive for Best Buy. If you purchase the game at Best Buy, you'll get a special code that you can enter in to get Bret Hart exclusive. So that's a little hint to those out there that you better go buy your game at Best Buy to get Bret Hart. So, I mean, he's a legend. There's nothing more I can say about him except that we're happy to have him in the game, and we hope fans enjoy playing with him.
Well, he's a different type of wrestler. He was talking to me about the psychology of the game, and he plays with heart, and he thinks through it. And so it's kind of nice to reincorporate someone who began and has done it so successfully.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of the WWE talent are just extreme athletes. Not only that, they're fantastic on the mic. They're entertainers, and they entertain us every week. And Bret Hart has been doing it for his whole life. And so I think we love to have that respect level for Bret Hart, and really just excited and honored to have him in our game.
Now, one final question. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing for the Smackdown Raw on online gaming, and kind of what you're going to do, to kind of update. I think you said the DTC.
Right, yeah, online's a big part of the game. First and foremost, we weren't really happy with the performance online. There's a little bit of lag and latency, and so we really spent a lot of time improving that. Mm-hmm. So the experience is enjoyable, it's competitive, so that will be a big improvement this year. Also, we have this community creations tool that allows you to post content and download other people's content, so you guys can share all the cool stuff that you're creating. And so we had a lot of success with that. We had over 10 million downloads, so we're excited to bring that back with some secret improvements that we'll be revealing later on. But I think fans are really going to enjoy our online experience, and we're not neglecting it. We really want to make it a top area of the game and a focus of ours, so that fans can enjoy playing the game against everyone around the world.
I think you guys have done an amazing job, tremendous, and I think people are going to be so excited to see what you've done. If you could just give one final line to fans to go out there and buy the game, what would it be?
Boy, I think, like I mentioned before, this game is dedicated to them. It's dedicated to fans. We've been looking at their feedback. We've been incorporating it. We've been just die hard about how can we make this the best experience for our fans. And so we're going to continue to say that, and it's going to continue to ring true when they buy the game and they realize, boy, they did fix that, they did fix that. So I think they're really going to enjoy their experience and be happy that they have a game that they love.